did you actually live with Tom Brady at any point? Or is that?
Nah, I feel like I was staying at his house, but I always had my own spot. You know what I mean? I feel like Tom was really into changing the narrative of, like, I feel like I had so much public scrutiny of negativity on my name. I think he was kind of trying to spin some of the speculation, like, yo, AB's at my house. You know what I mean? I think that kind of made people feel to the sense where it's like, well, if he had Tom Brady's house, he's not a bad guy. Because I feel like my rep in the media just had gotten so bad with the public scrutiny and the perception of how it make fans think about me. You know, I feel like Tom wanted to change that narrative in regards of, but it's like, yo, I had my own crib always, you know. I got a few cribs in Tampa. At that point, I was renting a crib out as well. So, you know, I was coming to his house getting treatments with his trainer and being around him. Yeah, being around him and just, you know, being in brotherhood and showing him I'm there and committed, earning his trust. But, you know, I got my own house, you know what I mean? I got my own kids. I got my own family. I'm not staying with no grown man, you know?
So that does sound like, though, like Tom was trying to help you in any way that he could.
He was putting me in a position to help all of us. You know what I mean? I'm on the football team because that helped him. Obviously, me being there, he allowed me to be there to do what I love. It helps me. So that's what friends are for, you know what I mean? Friends, you know, good friends are there for people in regards of helping each other. You know, I feel like we was doing the best thing to help each other win at that point in regards of our goals of winning the Super Bowl.
Would you consider him maybe the best teammate you ever had, or?
Yeah, I feel like he is. I mean, anytime someone could take the approach to see you going through adversity, you know, I feel like a friend is someone who's there in your darkest time. I feel like in 2019 when I got released from the Patriots, that was the darkest time, you know what I mean? Because it's like your career have been taken away from you by he say, she say, and it's like now you got to deal with that, you know, like how the perception of that, you know what I mean? And I feel like in that time, you know, you see a lot of people don't believe in you. They'll change. Your agent, you know, guy you've been paying, they'll change, you know what I mean? Your family, even my dad was like, you know what I mean? You know, people become worried and, you know, when people see your circumstance, imagine you work so hard to do something as a kid and you feel like it's about to change. You see other people change around you. So at that time, for me and him to make a plan in the midst of all that negativity and to really see to the plan, you know, I will forever grateful for that, you know, and always admirable about his friendship and what he did in that regards. You know, to taking toe towards me and really making that plan and making it happen. You know what I mean? That was amazing.
So why, I want to ask this as positively as I can, but you're from Central Michigan, Ben Roethlisberger from Miami of Ohio. You guys are putting up Joe Montana, Jerry Rice type numbers in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Why isn't Ben Roethlisberger the best teammate you ever had? What happened there?
I feel like Ben Roethlisberger was I wouldn't say he was not my best teammate, but I feel like Ben Roethlisberger is like the best quarterback I ever played with. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as the skill level and the skill set and the tangibles of what we was able to do. Like, sometimes I did some stuff and Ben just like, he already knew what I was going to do, or he just throw the ball and laugh because he knew. I wouldn't say Ben is one of my best teammates, you know what I'm saying? That's one of the quarterbacks and one of the teammates, you know, I had the most fun in being able to have the most success of becoming who I was because of him. So I wouldn't say, like, I would say as a teammate on the football field, yeah. Me and Ben, whatever we was able to do on the field was amazing, but that was just something we just, you know, two talented people in the field around each other just come together and being able to do something special, which was amazing. But, you know, what I did with Tom Brady through adversity, you know what I mean, through a career of, you know, in the midst of so much adversity, being cut, you know what I mean, and having it all over the public news. Bill Belichick having the press conference and all the media people asking him about AB over and over. So, you know, in that scenario, in that situation where I just came from Oakland Raiders, where there was so much scrutiny over that and so much, you know what I mean, it's just stuff starting to spiral. And I feel like as a teammate, you know what I mean, it's good to be on the field, but your real teammates is the guys that help you off the field, because life off the field is longer than life on the field. You know what I mean? You're going to live your life longer off the field, and your life off the field usually shape your life on the field. So
y'all didn't have a connection off the field?
Of course we had a connection, bro. Well, me and Ben Roethlisberger had an umpteen amount of connection, man.
Off the field?
Yeah, when I was a rookie, man, we had Big Ben house, playing basketball, cookouts in the pool. I mean, you used to have the thing that came across the tree. I mean, the workouts in Georgia University in the summertime. I mean, the Steelers fashion show. I mean,
Ben went through his own off the field.
Yeah, I mean, Ben had a lot of adversity, so I feel like when he came back in 2010, I feel like he was suspended that year for some stuff he did out the field. So I feel like he was a great teammate, and we did have a lot of moments that, you know, I could speak highly about, and a lot of the good times, you know what I mean? Training camps, the Steelers, smoking cigars at the top of campus before workout. I mean, me and Ben, you know, we had a lot of Pro Bowl, you know, Honolulu.
Did maybe the controversy that he went through force him to change up a little bit?
And Ben experienced what it felt like when a marquee athlete just be tarnished by the media. You know what I mean? So I feel like the tarnishing of his, you know, the tarnishing that he experienced from the scrutiny of the media, it just had him just, you know, not as open with players. But obviously I was one of those players that was able to get open with him. It was able to, you know, come to his house, or, you know what I mean, have that fellowship with him, you know, fly on his private jet with him. You know what I mean? We had those experiences, you know what I mean? Me and Big Ben, you know, I think we had a lot of amazing things we've done together, and a lot of experience we experienced, you know, in his Georgia house, riding the speedboats. You know what I mean? Premeditating big years. You know, it always was a fun time and amazing time playing with Ben, and I feel like, man, we had a lot more moments that people realize. And my last conversation before I left the Steelers was with Big Ben. People don't know that.
About? You just him telling him, or?
Nah, I didn't. I was telling him like I was frustrated, but he was really on some like, AB, man, people don't really hate you. He was telling me like, don't focus on the small 5% of the media people trying to take you down. Like, he was kind of giving me some big brother knowledge in regards of what he had to go through and how he had to reshape himself from the scrutiny he had to deal with. But I feel like at that time of me being more vulnerable, in the time where I should have maybe opened up and expressed more, I feel like I was already torn between like how I was going and what direction we was going in as far as winning. So I kind of made decisions for myself. But Big Ben was always a bright spot for me at the Steelers, and was, you know what I mean, somebody that always uplifted me and, you know what I mean, was there for me as a big brother.
Don't miss a second of Fearless. Hit that like button and subscribe to keep up with our latest content.